This is my first segment. Go easy on me. Things like that.
Yeah. This is tough, man. It's tough being in front of the camera.
It is. It is.
Hello, and welcome. My name is Logan McCurdy, here for you from Search No Further. Today we are going to discuss and review Funko's Game of Thrones Legacy action figure series. We'll be discussing Series 1. Included in Series 1 are 6 ornate, detailed action figures. We have Daenerys in her Dothraki sea garb. We have Ned Stark, the honorable and loyal dead Ned Stark. We also have Jon Snow, bastard-born, questionable parentage. We have Tyrion, and he is in battle armor. We also have a White Walker. He is angry. He has a spear. He is shouting to the heavens. And last but not least, we have the Hound. He towers above the others. It's my favorite thing about this action figure series line that Funko brought to us is they are scaled. So the Hound just towers above the other figures, a good 7.5 imaginary feet tall.
Actually, wait a minute. We'll wait for the disperse. I got an idea.
How's my hair look?
You know, looks like you shaved on the sides and grown it out on top.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. So we have the Daenerys. Daenerys Stormborn, mother of dragons. She has this little Drogon, little flying dragon that comes with her, and he perches here atop her shoulder, just like, you know, that's his spot. That's where. Oh, they're very, very movable. That's what they sell. They sell the Funko sells their Game of Thrones Legacy action figures as having 21 points of articulation. Ned Stark. This is what he wore in King's Landing, right? This is a King's Landing garb.
I believe so.
This is
Hand of the King. Does he have the Hand of the King pennant
on? Oh, yes, he does. He has the Hand of the King pennant up there. As you can see, he has ice with him. Pretty great accessory.
What's ice, dog?
Ice is the family Valyrian greatsword of House Winterfell.
House Stark.
House Stark.
Of Winterfell.
Of Winterfell.
How embarrassing is that?
Yeah, I know. I want to cut that out. And he also just has his regular broadsword that comes with it. Has a scabbard.
For when you meet an enemy not worthy of ice.
Right, yeah. Ice isn't an everyday sword. Ice is a showpiece and a beheading piece. But ice, I just love how scaled up it is. I mean, look at it. Ned Stark is described as being about 6 feet tall. That means ice is standing about 5.5, you know? It's just... We have Jon Snow. Jon Snow. In his wall garb, wearing all black. Ranger of the Night's Watch. Or no, not Ranger. Steward of the Night's Watch.
Oh, God.
He's awesome. The robe, it moves. Like, it's like rubbery plastic, and he has the same 21 points of articulation, you know. He has his Valyrian steel blade that was gifted to him by Jeor Mormont, then Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. And there's little etchings on there. I hope you can see it. And it has a little ghost head. Hit him also with a scabbard and slides right in. You can pull it. You can put it in his hand, probably. I'd like to think maybe you can put it in his hand. All right. So long claws just for show. It looks great in the scabbard. You don't really need it in his hand. His head moves all around like, oh, so confused. It's scary.
He looks confused.
Yeah, I'm scared. Yeah, Jon Snow, we're both in agreement, probably has the least articulate facial features. He doesn't really look like Jon Snow.
They did not nail the likeness.
No, but the clothes, the garb, the accessories, everything, it's very, very Jon Snowy.
You can't see, but I'm nodding my head.
He is nodding his head. He's nodding his head like this. Tyrion Lannister, heir to nothing.
Known as the Little Lion.
The Little Lion. Fierce warrior, turns out. Who would have thought?
Gimli would have thought.
Gimli.
Right off the bat.
There's a little Gimli. Baby Gimli would have thought. Good call.
Immediately.
Tyrion's in his he has a golden chain around his neck, which is pretty cool. He has a sweet axe. I mean, it's like the accessories are great. There's little etchings on the hilt of the axe. Probably won't be able to see that either.
On the haft.
Yeah, on the haft of the axe. White Walker. You may recognize him from our promo, our teaser trailer that we did leading up to this episode. The White Walker's great. It's beautiful color, really, really just like gnarly face. It's awesome stuff. He has this huge, ridiculous White Walker spear.
Longer than ice.
And the White Walker stands pretty tall, too. If you were to stand him up next to Jon Snow, as you can see, scaled up White Walker, I mean, they are imposing physical creatures. Whatever they are. I mean, they're humanoid shaped, but we really don't know. The spear has like little frillies, little dangly, like leather frillies hanging down. He has like really sharp, like nails. It's a translucent blade representing the ice that the White Walkers used to kill and that they used to slay people with. He's awesome. They're very simple accessories, very Spartanly featured action figure. Some beads there and stuff, as you can see, right around his crotch. The Hound. Sandor Clegane, formerly of the Kingsguard. Brother to Gregor Clegane. Amazing. Amazing. The armor, it's supposed to be plate, but they've made it so it's still malleable because his arms, with his 21 points of articulation, still need to move around. Man, these things just don't want to move. I'm very scared to move these things.
You should be.
Because of what happened.
Yeah.
Sandor comes with 2 swords.
The Hound did not name his swords because that's kind of lame. The Hound does not approve of sword naming.
Hound comes with 2 unnamed swords. I think I remember him always having this one. And this one there's a scabbard on his back. And this one can go into the scabbard on the back. And then there's also this sword. He probably stole this off a corpse, I would imagine.
Corpse that he manufactured.
Yeah, a self-made corpse. And that one can go in this other scabbard here on his side. Just awesome. The helm. Removable. Very good facial articulation, I think. I mean, like that looks like the Hound to me. It's just, he's the best. He's the best action figure I've ever had in my entire life. And I was very excited to get him out of the box until I got him out of the box. I bought these action figures for myself for my birthday this past year in July. I paid $76 for all of them with free shipping. Got them on eBay through a sweet auction.
Now say, heartbreak.
Heartbreak.
Alright, I like that.
So I ordered these for myself for my birthday. They arrived, and I opened them. I opened the box. There was a big box with all 6 action figures inside. The boxes that they came in were... What happened?
They just flopped off of the display shelf.
I don't know how, though. I just set them up.
Of their own free will. They just flopped. I wasn't moving.
Like,
I wasn't breathing.
Daenerys was here. You're trying to set it up and show me how you think it went down.
Daenerys was there.
Yeah.
He was here.
Yeah.
He flopped, right? She followed. Boom. Somehow he lands on top of her. I only caught it out of the corner of my eye.
Cursed. So she's pretty cool. She's in her...
Cursed?
So life goes on. I didn't get the resolution that I wanted. I set up the action figures. Funko don't care. That's okay. Time passes. I got home one day from activities, out and about, and I walk in to a murder scene in my dining room. Daenerys Stormborn had apparently shoved Tyrion off of the ledge, completely destroying him. His leg shattered, ruined. Daenerys toppled forward, probably laughing from shoving him off of the cliff. Drogon, the wonderful little dragon that came with her, he's nestled up on the ledge of the cliff, looking down at a dead, destroyed Tyrion, confirming his mother's kill. It was awful and terrifying. So I picked Tyrion up, and I moved on. He's still broken. I still haven't had the heart to super glue this leg back into his hip hole. I mean, it did give you an opportunity to really see how much these things can move around.
Which would be impressive if it wasn't in pieces.
Like, wow, that's great. I can really move it all around. I also can't touch it, or else it's going to clearly just break right off of the thing. I set him back up, and I'm sitting where you're sitting, viewer. We got Brock Sampson up there on the top.
The quintessential murder machine.
We can talk about these some other day. This particular line of figures from Biff Bam Pow. And Brock is sitting up there, and I watch as Brock tips himself forward, falling onto Jon Snow, knocking Jon Snow to the ground, almost to fall off the ledge. One of the only intact action figures that is left, almost destroyed, crumbled to the ground by the murder machine, Brock Sampson. In conclusion, for our product review and demonstration of the Funko Game of Thrones Legacy Action Figures Series 1, we see this as the unsavory trifecta. Unsavory trifecta rating 1. These action figures are crazy delicate. We here at Search No Further, we like to put products through tests to see the durability of a product. With this particular line of toys, we couldn't think of any tests that went beyond pouring sand on them, dropping a bag of cotton balls on it. I don't know what sort of tests we could have run here at Search No Further that wouldn't have completely mashed these toys into nothingness. Just obliterated them to the void. They put themselves through their own ring of tests and failed miserably. First tests that these things failed. Being removed from packaging. Fail. Self-sabotage test. Passed. They passed the self-sabotage. They hate each other and want to kill each other. These things aren't even safe just sitting still. Unsavory trifecta rating 2. Indifferent manufacturers. Funko has taken the time to create a wonderful series of toys with not much artistic interpretation. I mean, they gave you what you've already had presented to you. They didn't try to make it their own little thing or whatever. They're appealing to us, A Song of Ice and Fire fans, and us Game of Thrones fans, and they knocked it out of the park. Now that they made this wonderful thing that they know the people that buy it, the fans that buy it, are going to absolutely love, they could care less. Well, thanks for the $20. You're on your own. Go talk to someone else. See you next year. And they will. They'll see us next year. They'll actually see us in about 3 months whenever we do the product review for Series 2. And the third rating of the unsavory trifecta, cursed. These toys are cursed. It's the only thing we here at Search No Further can figure. That's the thing. That's what drives me nuts. These clearly aren't cheaply made. A lot of time and energy was put into making these toys and their 21 points of articulation, and they're just crap. Or they're not. Or they're cursed. I don't know. They hate themselves. They hate each other. They don't want to live any longer. They're such beautiful, ornately made figures that are just so poorly constructed and so poorly put together, other than their details and features, that they hate each other, and they just want it all to end. They don't want to deal with this anymore. They don't want to deal with this existence. Man, these things are so awesome.
They're just entropic.
I guess. I don't know what that means. Like, just because you say entropic differently doesn't mean I'm going to know what entropy means.
It's the scientific word chronicling the descent of everything into nothing. Cursed.
Cursed. Congratulations! You've made it to the end of the video. Thanks for sticking with us. We here at Search No Further are going to be bringing content to you every 2 weeks. We're going to be discussing just mainly things in the nerddom. Action figures, video games, board games, Nerf guns, e-cigs. I guess e-cigs really isn't like a nerd thing, is it? But
you obviously don't know many vapors.
I'm not a vapor. So anyway, thanks for sticking around. Subscribe if you liked it. Share if you liked it a lot. Signing off. You're not going to sign off.
I already signed off. You want me to sign off twice?
After I sign off. Because we have to have the sign off.
Alright, I'm going to go first. Signing off.
You can't go first. I'm the host this week. Signing off.
Also signing off.